creepy crawlies skittering about. Will they best us? It's time to find out. Hey folks, it's
I'd be glad to.
Kikoskia here, and welcome back to Let's Play Pillars of Eternity. And when last we left off, instead of going up to talk to the soul contained within the throne of Caed Nua, we're exploring the first level of the endless paths of Od Nua. We found a barrier we can't penetrate. We've also found a spider queen. With them is another spear spider. I don't know how powerful this foe is going to be, but I think I've found my boss encounter.
What?
So,
Following your
let's
lead.
get as ready as we can be, and have at thee and get a good shot off against you. Okay, back up. There's another. Oh, you're webbed. Right, move forward. You need to move forward to protect Liren. Right, you need to keep shooting. Actually, you 100% need to do that.
Following
We
your
also need
lead.
to get some shots off on you.
How may I
And
help?
a shot off here.
What?
You need to have at me here.
I'm here.
And we're going to just wait. Okay, excellent. That's happened.
Yes?
You're already down about 40% of your health.
I?
The Spider Queen might not be as tricky as I thought they'd be. That said, okay, you're down. That said, they're getting closer. They're getting
here.
closer. Right. You shoot.
How may I help?
You do this.
What?
You do that.
Yes?
And you do this. Actually, I need you to do that and you to do this. There we go. And a little bit. Oh, you're poisoned. That's unfortunate. But we
I'm here.
should be able to deal with you.
Following your lead.
How may I
Especially
help?
if we use another one of these. There we go. Now you're almost taken care of. And just like that, one Spider Queen bested. And oh dear. Adir does not have much health left. Ooh, that is bad. Our reward is the spider venom sac here, and a nice stiletto. Oidrect once belonged to a prominent military instructor in the capital city of Adir. The instructor was a cipher whose gifts were seldom used by his empire, and he grew frustrated at his superior's inability to see the potential of ciphers to perform key missions that no other force would be capable of. He began making his opinion known, and over time the opinion became more subversive and radical, until at last his unsanctioned activities got him charged with treason. The officer and crew that came to detain him, however, underestimated him as much as the Empire had, and with only this blade and the talents of his mind, he slew his would-be captors. He fled the city and embarked on a life as a duelist, obsessed with proving his potential to any who would question it. In the end, his life ended in the manner that the lives of duelists typically do, and the potential he often spoke of would remain just that. The knife still bears his psychic imprint, and the wielder will often get flashes of the maneuvers the original owner performed in order to deliver the killing blow to his opponent. Some regard this as a curse, but many find value in it, and use such experiences to better visualize the knife's potential. Were it not for evidence of heavy use about the handle and pommel, Oidrek would seem new, its cutting edge perfectly beveled and honed without a single nick along its length. 20% damage restored as endurance. Bypasses DR. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good weapon. It's a shame no one's really using stilettos, but
I'm here.
it's nice loot. Okay. We have another area. And there's a body here, which contains a tiny spider. Far smaller than its wilder cousins, this pocket-sized spider has surprisingly alert little eyes. It circles around to look up at you whenever you approach. Aww! That's a cool little pet.
Yes?
I'm not interested in using it right now, but still. Weathered and covered with a dull patina, this elaborately carved pillar appears far older than the surrounding structure.
Certainly.
Yeah, this place has got some history. It's got history. Okay. We have stairs
I'm
here.
here.
Where did they go? Do they go anywhere? They go... Oh. Oh. That's a lot of Ardra. That's a lot of Ardra.
Yes?
Come along, Connor. Just what is this place? Why is all of this here?
I'm here.
Let's have a look around. Okay, there is a ladder here. And there's not a lot else we can do on this floor. Ooh, do you see that? Do you see that? Yeah, there's an archway there. Okay, never mind.
Yes.
There's one more thing we can do, and it's explore here. I almost overlooked this. Almost. But not quite.
Yes?
Not quite. Does this go down? I don't know.
Following your lead.
This would give a little bit of health.
Following your lead.
Let's use triage on you. There we go. 20% health over 12.6 seconds. That's pretty useful. Gonna have to remember you've got that.
Yes?
Okay, this is a door
I'd be glad to.
that I cannot open from this side, it would seem.
I'm here.
Okay, can't open the door from this side. But I know it's there now. I get the feeling that's a shortcut stairway
Yes?
as we descend further in. This is level 1 after all. So, if we pop up here, this will bring me to... where?
I beg your pardon?
Nothing. I said nothing.
It brings me to
I'm
here.
here.
So now we've opened that up. I think what we need to do is speak with the soul contained in the throne. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to go deeper in. Oh! Aloth wants to talk to me, apparently. Hello. Aloth seems lost in thought. He flinches when you draw near, sucking a sharp breath through his teeth.
What can I do for you?
Are you alright, Aloth?
Of course. Merely processing some of the unusual things we've seen lately.
And they are unusual.
And if Maerwald is to be believed, it would seem you've an uncertain future ahead.
I don't know what to think, honestly.
Perhaps Defiance Bay holds the answers we need.
Perhaps. Let's discuss something else. Oh, nothing else to discuss.
I'm
The
here.
game is pointing me towards Defiance Bay, but... oh, and a deer now wants to talk to me. I'm popular.
That old watcher. I don't know what I expected, but it sure wasn't that.
You said you had some things you wanted to ask him, dear.
Nah, well, it's kind of embarrassing now. I just got a dumb idea in my head is all. Don't know why I thought it'd work. That's funny. That's probably the first thing I got my hopes up for in, I don't know, years. At least I got that out of it.
Well, what was it, dear?
All right. Guess fair is fair, and you did bring me to see him. Those rumors back in Gilded Vale about my brother, Woden. About how he'd turned against us and fought for Widewin. Been on my mind for some time now.
Widewin, not Wadewin. I'll remember that.
Thing about Woden was, he always knew what was right, and that's what he'd do. One day he set out to fight for Deerwood against a man claiming to be our god. So I knew that's what I had to do too. It was right. But hearing claims that he died fighting for Raed Saris, that got me worried. Not that he'd chosen the wrong side, but that I had. Didn't seem right what Widewin had in store, but if he really was Aethys,
He shakes his head.
I thought, maybe the Soul Watcher would know how my brother died. So I could see if it was true. Like he could, I don't know, read it in my soul or something. Use our connection. Told you it was dumb.
Well, why didn't you ask me for help? Oh no. Guess 'cause I didn't know you. It's hard to trust a stranger that says she's a watcher.
Of course, I knew the truth deep down. A watcher's not psychic. I think I just had this idea, and the idea made me feel a certain way, and I didn't want to lose that.
Really, if I wanted to find out about my brother, I shouldn't be starting with watchers. I should be starting with records. So why don't you, Adir? Adir thinks a moment, his lips twisted to one side. He raises an eyebrow. If there was anything written down about it, they'd have it in Defiance Bay. They got an archive at the place.
You've done a lot for me already, but if you could see fit to pay that archive a visit with me, well, you know. Knowing my luck, the records clerk will go crazy and try to kill me. I'd feel better with you in there with me.
That sounds like a plan. We also got some XP for that. We
Yes.
have a new quest. And we have someone that we need to check in with. If we can stop vibrating in place trying to reach the door. It was brief, but I'm sure
Absolutely.
you saw it. Okay, let's save before we speak with the person in the throne. We'll save here. New save. Although I imagine you already know
I'm
what
here.
happened.
I felt Maerwald's passing. You slew him.
He gave me no choice, I'm afraid.
It saddens me to hear it. But part of me is grateful to no longer have to wait and worry in darkness. This place has always known its master, long as it's had one. It has a will all its own, which has little to do with the castle and much to do with the land it's built on. It looks to you as Maerwald's successor now, whether you care for it or not. A dubious honor, inheriting a fortress both broken and cursed. But in the right hands, it could be so much more. If you had only seen it in its day. Will you stay?
Maerwald said I must go to the city of Defiance in search of the Queen. I see. If it's Defiance Bay you seek, I'm sorry to tell you, you've come a long way for nothing. The Eastern Barbican collapsed decades ago, and Maerwald never got around to rebuilding it. The road here is a dead end. He got as far as gathering materials before his mind became preoccupied. I could make arrangements to have it repaired, if that is your will. When it ceased to be the previous master's will, I became powerless to do anything about it. For what am I but the master's instrument? It would take time, but far less time than finding another route to Defiance Bay. Lyrin would be both apprehensive and curious about the prospect of being the ruler of this place. What does being the master of Caed Nua entail? Why, there are many responsibilities involved in maintaining a keep. The extent to which you wish to get involved is entirely up to you, of course. Part of the reason I am here is to ensure that things run smoothly in your absence, provided we have been given instruction. If you instruct me on which repairs you wish to conduct next, I will make the necessary arrangements. These may take some time to finish, but each will provide you with additional resources once they are complete. Given somewhere to place them, we can hire tradesmen to provide you with supplies or ingredients. Repairing the keep will raise your prestige, and draw both helpful individuals and unwelcome attention from bandits and opportunists. If we can raise the keep's security in turn, these will become less of a concern. You should know, however, the position does come with some risk. Your name will grow in fame, and you must contend with threats to the keep. And then there are other things. There are always other things. Was there anything else, my lady? What did you mean when you said the keep was cursed? Maerwald's curse was his own, a watcher's curse, but his predecessors have not fared better. There is a presence within the keep, or rather far beneath it. At least, such has been the conclusion drawn by all who have come to this place, for what spirits still linger in the endless paths oft speak of a master below. Every effort to settle here has failed. From the time of our adherent colonists onwards, beasts rise from the endless paths until the new lord or lady is no more. The one who dwells below this master does not tolerate rivals, it seems, I have seen, from time to time, intrepid explorers descend to lay claim to what answers they can, but none return. This is the force that has kept Caed Nua a barren ruin, and robbed me of my hopes.
The endless paths! That, my friend, is where I must go. Where we must go, if you will go with me. Whatever devils lie beneath. Think, too, what knowledge we will find. Perhaps this master speaks Adiran?
What are the endless paths? I was in there briefly. The endless paths of Od Nua. That is the name given to the labyrinth beneath the keep. The Earl, we were warned by the Glanfathans that this site was cursed, and there is a legend attached to it, though at the time we thought nothing of it. The ruins were built, it is said, by a powerful Engwithan named Od Nua, who ruled there until his people turned against him. They destroyed his endless paths, and filled many of the upper tunnels in with soil and stone. No one living knows how far down the tunnels stretch, and few who have ventured there have returned. There is much talk of riches and treasure. The promise of Engwithan relics alone has drawn many fortune-seekers to their deaths, I fear. Sounds like many increasingly challenging floors full of riches and peril. Just can't get to the second floor yet. Who is the master below? I could not say with any certainty. I believe it must be tied to the man said to have been the architect of the endless paths, the Engwithan tyrant Od Nua. Some claim his spirit endures, or at least has laid a curse upon the site. I cannot imagine much remains of his work, for the ruins have been here 1,000 years or more, but what is left is impressive. The Earl certainly thought so. You may have seen, while below, the hand of a great statue Od Nua constructed. Perhaps it is the statue of Od Nua himself? But am I not the master of Caed Nua? Of course you are. The keep would have no other. But the endless paths are a different thing entirely. It is unfortunate, really, that they are so closely entwined. If the master below is not dealt with, there will always be a threat to the keep from within. I know it is much to take in, but if you would remain, if you would master this place, then I can only advise you seek out this foe before it destroys you. Noted! Long-term goal! I have other questions, Steward. Yes, how can I help? How do I repair the Barbican? Maerwald set aside materials for the Barbican, and they are still available to you. In the future, if you wish to make further repairs to the keep, we will need coin for supplies and labour. I suppose it's time to find this queen in the City of Defiance. You must know, this queen you're looking for. Defiance Bay has no queen. The Mequins of Adir haven't reigned there since the war. The only queen with any power there is Wodika. I am told they erected an exquisite temple in her honour there, but I was never able to see it. If you mean to go there, we can get started right away on repairing the Barbican. You need only tell me what you wish to do, and I'll make the necessary arrangements. Maerwald kept a ledger, as it happens, and I have taken the liberty of updating it. You could take a look if you wish. I'll see what repairs I can make. Then we'll get underway at once. The steward's voice belies a giddy excitement. No, my lord, this is but the first and least of the great many undertakings. The keep supported a great many buildings and servants for many years. If you should wish it, we can repair some of the outlying structures, and these will bring you wealth and recognition, drawing people to your service. Rebuilding the defences will keep your grounds from becoming overrun, as they did under Maerwald's keeping. You need not choose all at once. I am pledged to your aid, and so long as you are master here, we shall always be linked. You need not step upon these grounds to speak with me. Wherever your travels may take you, you can make your will known to me, if you but reach out. A great way of saying, hey, you want to upgrade the keep while you're out adventuring? Just click the castle button. Oh, but first, of course, the Barbican. Okay. Upgrades to your stronghold cost money and take time to complete. Each upgrade can add security or prestige to the stronghold, or add additional functionality, like resting bonuses, periodic free crafting ingredients, and new stores. So we need the Eastern Barbican. The Eastern Barbican is free, which is good because we need this. And it apparently is completed. We could also... Oh my, there are so many things. The Woodlands Trail. The Woodlands Trail surrounded the domain of your keep. Upgrading them will grant a Constitution Athletics bonus when resting at Blight Hollow. And there's the Warden's Lodge. The Warden's Lodge watches over the wilds near a stronghold. Upgrading this lodge will grant a bonus to your survival skill upon resting, as well as provide access to the Warden, who offers high-level bounties. There's a hedge maze. There's also the main keep and Bright Hollow restoration. Upgrading Bright Hollow will allow you to rest here. Other upgrades can unlock resting bonuses for it. How much money do we... We have a lot of money. We have 3 prestige, 2 from miscellaneous, likely because we freed Maerwald, and 2 security. This will give me prestige. That would give me some security. I feel like what we need to do is get the restoration going. We have the coin. Bright Hollow restoration would be a good idea. Be a good idea. Yeah, let's do that. It'll take 2 days. So, we'll get that going. And we'll wait on the main keep. For now. And when we come back, folks, the Master Below quest has begun. Never far from the Queen. Oh, also, Kana wants to speak to us.
I confess, I was hoping our meeting with Maerwald would go a little differently. But then, you have gained an entire keep. I don't think I've seen anyone inherit land that quickly since Caed the Younger read her father's will.
I did come to Deerwood looking for a new home, I guess.
There, see? The ship floats yet. This might be good news in the end. Whatever else happens, you've an entire castle to explore. And answers yet to come in Defiance Bay if Maerwald spoke true.
It will give you a base from which to go searching at least. And then, there are secrets beneath the keep yet. With you at the helm, it should be easier to explore the endless paths.
I note that the dialogue spoken is different to the dialogue as written. Interesting. I am tempted to spend the rest of the money on... You know what?
I'm here.
I'm going to spend money upgrading the keep itself. It's good to see you, my lady. I can feel a change in the air already. There is much to do. What is the state of the keep? Ah, where to begin? Well, let's see. No events are pending. Events occur at the stronghold as time elapses. The higher a stronghold's prestige, the more prestige positive the events tend to be. However, high security is also important, as it can help prevent theft and kidnappings. Adventures are opportunities for companions and adventurers to earn experience while they aren't in the party. Visitors can affect security and prestige of a stronghold while they're present. Some events even offer rare items for sale during limited periods of time. Okay, we are going to build the main keep. It's cost a lot of money. But you know, I think I want that because it gives me access to a lot of other things as time goes on. You know what? Do it. Ah, we can't do it until the Bright Hollow restoration is done. So that's 2 days. And when we come back, folks, I'll see about getting to that 2nd level of Od Nua. Oh, this place is a fixer-upper, I'll tell you what. But I think with time, it'll be a great home. It reminds me of the stronghold you can get for being a fighter in Baldur's Gate 2. Only you have a lot more that you can do with it. I think a tapestry here, carpet here. Yeah, we can fix this up. Who's got a broom? Okay, we're taking a lot of sweeping. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you're not. And if you are subscribed, press that bell for those notifications. And I'll catch you next time, folks. And I'll see you then. Later.